Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. We just spent about 50 minutes talking about demand generation, some of the challenges that CMOs are facing, and some of the solutions that they're coming up with to drive pipeline. So first up, Patti Newcomer. Patti, what is your tip?
Demand gen, it's all about finding the warm leads. So make sure your content is appropriate and that you're solving a key problem. And then make sure that it's clear where there are wins in the organization and where you're really showing the impact that marketing is having and partnering with sales and not working against each other.
Right. Okay. JD Dillon, Tigo Energy. JD, what's your tip?
Great content that really appeals to serious potential buyers as opposed to surface level, just get them introduced kind of content.
And so when you say great content, is there a channel that works pretty well for this? And we're talking about technical kind of content?
Great technical content is best to the technical decision makers getting past the economic gatekeepers.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. Dave Bornmann, Association Analytics. Dave, what is your tip?
Working closely with the sales team to understand how they are having conversations. So you can do all you want at the top of the funnel, but if that next level conversation isn't what you expect it to be, everything's not going to work. We do something interesting. Our sales leader actually leads it. It's called demo days. So once a quarter, the sales reps together do the corporate capabilities presentation to one another. We as marketers participate in that. It's really, really insightful to see how every one of your sales reps is telling the story. Yeah. And you created a lot of those slides. And I know I can personally sit there and think, oh my gosh, that's not what they're supposed to be saying here. And it's just such an eye-opening experience to once a quarter get this really in-depth understanding of how the story is being told. And of course, you come out of that with all kinds of ideas about how you need to adjust either the slides or the talking points or the messaging to make sure all the hard work you're doing at the top is making its way down to the middle of the funnel.
All right, there it is, demo days. Tara Robertson, Teamworks, what's your tip?
Yeah, I think lots of really great points so far. Something that I'll add is know your KPIs. And so for marketing, what are the leading indicators that drive overall success? But more importantly, what are the lagging? You should be tying all of your marketing demand gen to revenue and to understand what's driving the most impact so that you know what levers to pull and where to focus your efforts across the board.
Yeah, the lagging indicators are so difficult. Any hint on what might make a difference right now? Revenue is so far out on a long sales cycle. What's that KPI that actually means something right now?
Pipeline. I think if revenue is far out, I'm lucky that Teamwork is product led and we have a very small sales cycle, but working with longer sales cycles, knowing what your pipeline is and then what walk-in pipeline you need for quarters in order to drive the revenue outcomes that you're looking to execute against is probably where I'd start.
Got it. Okay. All right. Cary, Bainbridge, bring us home. What is your tip?
You have lots of MQLs in the early sales stages. It's time to 1, look at your bottom of the funnel content for conversion, and 2, tighten up those SLAs.
And let's talk about that. Just clarify a little bit what you mean.
The accountability and the time of outreach through inside sales, and then follow up and activity by your sales reps.
Got it. All right. So we're holding our sales team accountable based on predetermined metrics. All right. Well, if you're looking for other amazing tips from fellow CMOs who can share, care, and dare with the best of them, check out CMOHuddles.com. I'm Drew Neiser. That's your Tuesday tip. Peace out.